Hello and welcome back to How To with Melissa's Magical Creations. I am Kathleen and today I am going to do something a little different. A couple of coworkers, a few friends, and some acquaintances of mine have asked me how to make a money candle. I don't know if you might know of money candles, but they are candles that have a vibration of success, fortune, money, things like that. They give that off. They put it in the atmosphere. So I would suggest you have this for your home so your house is successful and you get that raise you need or that promotion you want. Success doesn't always have to be all financial. It could be intellectually, mentally, intelligence. So if you have kids in school, like I do, you want your children to be as successful as they can in school. But this is going to be a little bit of both. So financially and educationally. So what I'm going to do, I have my wax already melted. My 13-year-old has done that for me. I don't know if you've seen my other video where I was showing you how to make candles. I did introduce this. So this is the star candle. To me, star is a success. When you're in school, you get the gold stars when you do well. So I'm going to use that because symbology, and I'm sorry, I just made a word up. Symbolism is a part of vibration. It's a part of putting out what people speak out, what they do. It all comes together as one. So I'm using this, and I did use 3 of the wooden wicks. I did not put them at an angle yet because I don't know how much this is going to be because of the ingredients that I'm going to use. Now I am still using the soy wax. As I said, it's already melted. I have music vibrational, money vibrational music playing in the background. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some things you have right in your kitchen cabinet. A lot of our ancestors used a lot of things that was just right there that they had a hand on. So whether it was herbs that they grew that they cooked with, they also used it for other things like floor washing and wiping out the walls and making sure it's clean, there's no negativity, things like that. This is going to help with money attraction. So thyme, and I'm just telling you, it's just seasonings in my house. So with this, I'm only adding, I would love to have a spoon. I'm only adding a tiny bit to this. You put in as much as you feel that you need, but because I'm doing more than one kind of herb, I'm only using a little of certain ones. Now, cinnamon. Cinnamon speeds and heats things up, makes it happen quickly. So, plain old ground cinnamon, because I don't have a large, long candle to where I can use a cinnamon stick, because sometimes I use cinnamon sticks. But, got a spoon here that my son was kind enough to go get me because I did leave it. And it does not fit in that container. So glad they have sprinkles on it, huh? So I'm going to sprinkle some in. You got to work kind of quickly because of the wax. You don't want it to start to solidify. So 2 little taps. And see, I'm just putting it in here, stirring it up. Really doesn't matter if it doesn't mix thoroughly or evenly because it's all going to be melted together when it's lit anyway. Rosemary. Hopefully this fits. It's supposed to. No, it doesn't. I guess because I really and truly don't measure, that's what I get. So a couple sprinkles. Well, more than a couple, as you probably hear. And just mixing it up. Okay, now I'm going to just put the camera down so you can see it a little better. Not even really, huh? Okay, so I'm also using cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is something that also heats up and speeds things up. It makes it fast and it heats it up really quickly. So I'm doing that. While this music is playing, I am setting my intentions of what I want. You can also say something. So while you're putting this together, you can say things like, this is going to increase the money vibration, a prosperity vibration in my house, at my job, for me, for myself, for my family, for my husband, for my children. Their education, their comprehension in school is going to increase. They're going to do well. They're going to do so much better. Learning is going to come easy for them. This is allspice. You could say things like that while you're putting it together. Because like I said, it's all about intention. And everyone does this. So don't let anyone say, oh my gosh, that's voodoo, that's witchcraft, that's whatever. Because it's not. When you go to church, don't you set your intention on what you want, what you're asking for? When they tell you to do a vision board, if they really and truly look into it, vision boards are, the first vision board I've ever seen and ever heard of in my life was a woman who practiced Wicca. But I see them in churches all the time. It's just a goal that you are setting. You're writing it down to confirm for yourself what you're working for. Same as this. Now this is also basil that we're going to put in there. I don't know if you can see it, if it's too close. I have no idea because my camera is like, I gotta get a new one. That's gonna be my next thing. So, basil. And I'm gonna sprinkle some of that in here. All right. All the while between each thing that I am adding, I am mixing this up. The money vibrational music that's playing in the background is my intention. And because I am showing you how to do this, it's going to work with no problems. Now, I also have something that I got from the Hidden Path a very long time ago. I don't use it that often because I really and truly don't need to. But it's a money incense. It's a money drawing incense. Like if you go to the grocery store and you see the what they call Indio candles for house cleansing and things like that, keeping things from people from getting sick, or keeping a bad luck away. I got that I got this money incense for that. Again, I got it from the Hidden Path. I did put their link up on one of my videos. You would have to check it out. I don't remember which one. But I'm going to mix this up. All right. So I've mixed that up with the herbs. What I'm going to do now, this is what it looks like. Okay, and it's not very pretty. It doesn't matter. What I'm going to do now is I am going to add some oils. I said before about the magical mystic, M. Rain, and her son, the tantric alchemist, Montario Hampton. I have also put their links up to their websites. In the same video that I used for, I put the Hidden Paths one up. I'm using some of their oils just so that I can make sure that the intention and the power behind this is going to work. I need it to work. Now this is Fortune 500. It smells wonderful. All of their oils smell wonderful. For the Fortune 500, I have 5 drops. Then I have a new one, a newer one. It's called Debt Cancellation. Everyone has debts. There's always something there, an old bill, you're a little behind in something. I have debt cancellation, so that's one 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And between each two that I put in here, I'm going to stir. I don't need a scent for this because I am putting these in and they smell so nice. Now this is Vibration of Success, and I'm going to do 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I might have did 6. I'm not quite sure. And then Flow of Abundance, because you want abundance, whether it's financial or intelligence, you want an abundance of it. Also, you want an abundance of health for everyone in your household and your family members. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And that's the 2. I'm going to stir. Wow. It's a very soft scent, which is all you need really and truly for certain things. Now this one is Prosperity Blend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something is on the end. Oh, it's an herb that's in it. Because I'm like, oh my God, something's in it. 6, 7. All right. And I'm going to have to do these last 2 because I don't have 8 oils I'm putting in here. I only have 7. So this one is Open Roads. I want the roads and the doors to be open to me. Whatever opportunity there is, if I want it, I want it to be open to me. I also want it to be open to my children, my family, my husband. That way we can all, as they say, eat together. So Open Roads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then last but not least, a new oil. I got it even before it was released. I paid for it before it was released to save mine. It's called Vibration of Wealth. It's a new one from the Magical Mystic. I'm sorry, from the Tantric Alchemist, the Magical Mystic's son. It's called Vibration of Wealth. So I'm going to put that in here. And, oh, it smells heavenly. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. So, it's the first time I've used it too. So I really need this to happen for my house. So I'm going to also add a quartz crystal. Quartz is a vibration that amplifies whatever is there. So whether you have other crystals in it, usually for money, I use selenite. For like love, self-love, things like that, I'll use rose quartz. For peace and calm and healing, I use amethyst, things like that. But quartz amplifies and magnifies whatever it is near. So I'm going to place the quartz crystal right in here in the center of the 3 wicks. Right in the center. And I'm going to stir this up really well. Now, just for added measure, I'm going to add some shredded money to my candle, but that's after I pour it. And I'm only going to put it in a few spots. It's actual shredded money that I got from the mint. It was money that was destroyed. You can order it from the mint. So I'm going to pour that now. Pour the candle wax in it, and then I'm going to add the shredded money. So give me a second. Hold on. My music stopped, and I don't know why. New. I want the money. So this is another one. And of course, We need commercials. All right, so here's what it looks like. Like I said, it's not the prettiest, but it has such a soft, subtle scent from the oils that I used and even from the herbs and spices that I used. And I'm going to slowly pour this in my star candle. Hopefully this will be enough, because melted wax is a totally different ball game than before it is melted. Now, of course, there's a settlement at the bottom of the herbs. No matter how well you stir, you're going to get a settlement. So I'm just going to take my bamboo skewer and get as much as I can out before I wipe this out. Well, before I have my 13-year-old wipe this out. Let's close your mouth, you might catch flies. That's what my grandmother used to always say. Alright, so I'm going to get as much as this as I can, because your intentions are in this too. This is money, intention, wealth intention, success, education, all in here. You want to get as much as you can out. Alright. So not bad. I should have, now I used 2.5 cups of wax before it was melted. I should have used 3 or 3.5, but this is cool. This will work. Here, my love. Thank you. All right, now this is what it looks like before the money. So maybe with the shredded money, it will lift it up, because anything that's added to a liquid raises the volume of the liquid. So here is my shredded money and Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City. All right, so I'm going to just add this and use my skewer to push it down, because I need it to get in there. I'm not going to have it as close as I would like to the wicks, because that would be dangerous, but I am going to push them down into the wax, so maybe absorbed into the wax. When it lights, it won't do any damage. So far it hasn't. Alright, I'm going to put this back up. But you can do this. You can use any kind of container that you want. I believe in symbolism, so a star is success. That's what we teach our kids in school anyway. So I'm using that. Whenever I use a container to make certain kinds of candles. Now, some I do freestanding candles, and now, of course, it would be so different. But I always keep things together so I know where they are. Okay. But it did raise a little. Not too much, but it did a little, which is fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it just sit and solidify. Now, I thought there would be something left over, because remember, if you watch the other candle making video, whatever's left over, I pour in this little container. But nothing was left over, so I'll just close this up. This is my catch-all. So I'm going to also give you another tidbit of information. So I gave you those herbs. Other things you can use for herbs, for money: ginger, cloves, whether ground or whole, pumpkin spice, so the pumpkin pie spice. I know it's crazy, and nutmeg, because certain things that are combined has everything that you need in it. And for the pumpkin spice, I need new glasses. let's see, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, allspice, nutmeg. Everything I just said. You can use it. Just have some pumpkin spice, and you'll be able to use just that. You can also use bay leaves and stick them. I usually do that, and I would just stick them whole in there in different spots, but I don't have any more bay leaves. But you can do that. If you don't want to just leave it as is, you can add a scent to it. I really don't want a scent. I could, but I really don't want to because I like the subtleness of the other oils. But that in and of itself is the end. If you have any questions, write to the comment section. I will get them. If you don't want to make them, or you think you making them won't work, because I know there are a lot of people who just tell me, no, if I do it, it's not going to work. I need you to do it. So I do it for them. If you need that done, if you want to become one of my customers, I don't have a problem with that either. I will just leave me a comment and we'll link up some way. That way we can, you let me know what you need. Everything that I do, unless it's a general candle. If it's specialty candles, it's a specialty candle. So this is what I would call specialty candles. But if you just give me a contact, give me a holler, contact me, leave me a comment, I will help you. I will either walk you through something if you have questions. If you aren't sure if you did something right, ask the question. I'll answer it. But that would be it for me tonight. I do want to thank you so much for watching. Let's see here. Make sure that you are very safe when you make these candles. Have a level surface, and make sure it's a container if you're doing container candles that will not break. This glass from the Dollar Tree is absolutely awesome. It's so thick. The heart ones and the candle ones, and the star ones are so thick. I think there's just a plain round one. That one is thick too. Now, if you want to go, it's like I said, the Dollar Tree. That is it. Some of my spices that I got from the Dollar Tree. I love that store. If you have any other questions, let me know. I do want to thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, liking my videos. Make sure that you refer me to your friends and your family. Get them to like and subscribe, and you guys hit that notification bell. I will make sure that I get at least one video out a week, but so far it's been about 3 videos a week. So, if I got something to say, or if there's something I want to show you or tell you about, talk to you about, I'm just going to do it. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, depending on when you're watching this. Be blessed, be happy, be safe. And don't forget, once we get to 100 subscribers, then you'll get a gift from Melissa's Magical Kreations. One of the products, if you win the contest, and for every 100 subscribers, the contest will continue. You'll get a new product. And then once we hit 1,000, then there'll be something else going on, another kind of contest. So I do, again, want to thank you guys. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.